Hi everyone, Amy here with amyswares, and today I'm going to do some stencil masking on craft paper. So I have this fabulous new two-bird stencil. You can see you have the inner and outer portion, and that's how we're going to use it for masking today. I'm going to grab some craft cardstock from my scrap folder here, and I'm going to use that to make the card. I'll show you a photo of the finished card in just a moment to show you the direction that we're headed, but this is such a simple, fun way to use your stencils in a different way if you have both the inner and outer portions of the stencil. So here in just a moment I'm going to show you the photo. You can see the direction that we're headed. This came together literally in minutes. So I did use this cool Deckled edge rectangle die to kind of cut down the edge of this craft cardstock and give it kind of a fun look. And I'm going to use some mint tape from scrapbook.com just to put this inner portion of the bird right down on the cardstock. I could also use pixie spray, but I was lazy and my pixie spray is a bit chunky, so this worked just fine. I just had to be a little bit careful around the feet just because they're a little bit delicate and want to move around. But you could absolutely use pixie spray, and then that would help you evenly kind of tack it all down. Now I am going to use a brown neutral color, so it's going to be kind of monochromatic, brown on brown, and I ended up choosing macchiato just because I felt like it was going to be dark enough to give me the drama and the contrast that I was looking for. But I am just going to use this one single color, and I'm basically going to ink blend around the outside of the stencil. So rather than coloring in the opening of the stencil like you would normally do when you have a masking component like this, you can actually kind of create a halo or a glow around it. So it's a really fun way to use your stencils like this. Another way to use the masking portion, the inner portion, is that say you created the bluebird through the other part of the stencil and then you wanted to create a background. You could then put this on top of what you already stenciled for the bird and cover up the bird and then create the background while having it protected under the masking portion. So I hope that makes sense, but it's a really fun way to use stencils like this, and I absolutely love that Mary Kay at A Colorful Life Designs often does that. She will include the inner and outer portion of the stencils whenever she can, and then that creates that ability to just really stretch your supplies and use them in loads of fun ways. So I was being really careful around the feet. Like I said, I didn't want them to shift, and I'm going kind of really saturated in color around the edge of the bird and then kind of coming out lighter as I move outward, and you can see it creates a perfect outline of this adorable little bird. Now my friend Pat sent me this package of goodies the other day. It was such a surprise, but it had these sentiments in it. I have no idea where this is from, so Pat, if you are watching this, maybe let us know in the comments in case someone is interested in getting these, where they might be able to buy them. But basically I did trim down a couple of them that I wanted to use on the card, both one on the outside and one on the inside. And then I'm also going to use this satin matte bling, also from Colorful Life Design. So I just put it all together, super quick and easy, fun, heartfelt card to send to a friend who loves birds like I do. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.